Alrighty. Let's get right on into it. This is Self-Publishing with Dale here on a Friday, and it's crappy outside here. Some people that enjoy the winter weather probably would disagree with me. It's snowy and cold, but that just means I'll just stay indoors, and we're going to do a little bit of fun here. So where are you watching in your neck of the woods? Just kind of let you know. This is a live comment answering, and if you have questions in specific that you would like covered, sadly the live chat is only open to channel members. So you want to find out a little bit more about channel memberships here on YouTube, click the join button down below, or go into the description, because if you're on your cell phone you probably won't see a join button, but you go ahead and click on the join or the link inside the description, and it'll give you more details. Channel memberships are kind of like Patreon, but on YouTube. You see, the crappy thing about Patreon is, yeah, you support the creator, but when the creator sends the person off platform, then it starts to really hurt the channel. So I'd rather keep you guys here on YouTube, because YouTube becomes happy, and I'm happy, and then everybody's happy. So I want to say a big shout out over to Caleb Smith. Welcome to the family. I appreciate your support. That is so cool of you. Let's see here. I've got my dashboard open right here. And of course, SL Michaels. What is going on? It's here too, Dale. Oh yeah, I hear you. Kelly, do you hear Samantha down there? Her in Florida. She's teasing us again. She called you a brat. You hear that? All right, Samantha, and everybody. We'll be there soon enough. So I see there's 10 of you that are just watching and such. Don't feel defeated. For some reason you're like, oh, he won't let me chat. I let you chat any other time. But on instances like this, I'd like to make it exclusive to channel members. Again, you can click the join, or you can just be a fly on the wall and just enjoy the show. I like to try to keep myself focused on here. So if you've got questions as well and you're not a channel member, you can always even drop a super chat. You go into the chat feature here. There's a little $, you hit it there, and that will grab my attention. So in any event, let's go on over. We've got a lot of comments to cover this week, so I'm just going to transition right on over here. Oh, you know what? Let me drop my ever faithful assistant on the line. Let her know that I'm live here. She doesn't know usually. So let's see here. Where are you at, Ava? Went live with comments. Come join. And I don't know how to type today. There we go. To Dale from another Dale. Okay, so here's how it works, folks. You're going to see these comments. This is what it looks like inside the YouTube dashboard. On the right-hand side, it will show the video, so there's a little bit of context to it. And then on the left-hand side, you'll, of course, see the person's comment. I want to give everybody a little bit of a heads up. I can't be held responsible for what people say inside these comments. So usually my spam filter can grab out things like expletives and dirty language and such, but it's not going to get all of them. So just to let you know, some of the stuff might not be family friendly. Happy to be here, Dale. I can never get enough of your knowledge and insight. Love hanging out on Twitch with you, and gotta be here also. Oh, Caleb, so you're KB Smith. You've told me this numerous times, but I forget that. All right, so we're gonna go back over here into screen share, and let's take a look at some of these comments. I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit so everybody can kind of read these a little bit better. Okay, so this goes on my How to Publish Your Audiobook to 45 Platforms in 10 Minutes. Highly recommend that one here, folks. Highly recommend that. I don't know why it zoomed in on that one, but it's whatever. Okay. So, to Dale from another Dale. So clear, step by step. Great. Okay, cool. I will just say, glad you liked it. Stay tuned for more. That's an easy one to answer. Hashtag Dales Unite. I don't meet too many females with the name Dale. That's kind of cool. Mazar Ahmad asks, oh goodness gracious. Okay, folks, before you leave a comment and you got a question, watch the video all the way through. It's full on cringe level when you don't watch a video all the way through. Because Mazar, first of all, thank you so much. You've been a subscriber for the past 4 weeks. But you said, what is the best software to make ebook with one-time payment? Dude, watch the video. Watch the video. Watch the video. I showed a number of solutions that are free free and paid for one-time payment. And I'll go ahead and say thanks for being a subscriber. That way he knows I'm not spending the time punching him down and such. Folks, please watch the video before you leave a question. It's cool that you leave a comment, but sometimes it's very frustrating for YouTube content creators when they get a question that's answered inside the video. It's because it's clear that you just came in there, didn't pay attention, went ahead and dropped your question and left. And that's just, it's kind of annoying. Yep, no worries. You have plenty of awesome people to remember. Okay. John Cox says this, Dale, I'm hoping you can help me with a question. I have my Kindle book ready to launch live for pre-order. My paperback is loaded but not live. How do you time your paperback publishing with your Kindle launch? Do you launch it the day before? I know the paperback can take up to 3 days once you hit publish. Appreciate all you do. Believe it or not, I cover this in my bestseller book launch checklist. See it here. And I'm going to send them on over there. Sorry, folks. Sometimes there's some answers I can answer inside there, but I would rather send you to the resource. And the resource in this instance is on my email newsletter. So he would grab the checklist. It'll give all the information. My deal is this, and John, if you happen to be watching this, this will help you out just a little bit. When you're going to launch your ebook, you do the pre-order. Set your we're just going to say as an example, you set your pre-order 30 days out. We'll just say as an example. About 2 weeks, maybe 1 to 2 weeks prior to the full official launch of your book, okay? So that means the pre-order is already set. It launches on 30 days out. We're going to go about 15 days out to about 7 days out where we're going to do the paperback. And the reason we're going to do that is well before that, you should have built an ARC team, an advanced reader copy team, that you can send over to start leaving reviews. So that way when the ebook goes and launches, it already has reviews set and ready to rock and roll. I would like to fine tune this process to where we could do pre-orders on the print book and the ebook, and then potentially just waiting to do the reviews later on. The reason is I think that ebooks are great, and everybody focuses so much on doing ebooks, and that's my wheelhouse. But I'll be honest with you, when it comes down to it, like, this is my Achilles heel. Like, honestly, I don't put a lot of attention to paperback. And here's the thing, folks, a lot of people are still out there buying print books, so don't sleep on that, all right? So, all right, let's go on over here. It's amazing, nice work, Dale. Okay, glad you like it. Stay tuned for the upcoming season. We are not even in pre-production at this point for the whole book rescue. Oh, I forgot to put the thumbs up and hearts on this guy here. That was really cool of him. Sorry, Mizar, you don't get a thumbs up or a heart. That's just the cold hard truth when you don't watch the video and get your questions answered. So in any event, if you have not already taken a look at it, I'm going to drop this inside the chat. Book rescue, folks, do yourself a favor, go over and watch this. This is my greatest work to date. I take a lot of pride in my videos, but this by far is the best video that I've produced yet. I have a wonderful team. I had a lot of great contributors. I had an awesome sponsor in Fiverr, which I just had a conversation with Fiverr today, and they're just over the moon about book rescue and some of the other things. And they're like, you really do get behind our stuff. And I was like, yeah, I do. And, you know, I hear so many times that a lot of people poo-pooing on Fiverr, and they'll make joke videos and such like that on them. And that's easy to do. It's easy to go ahead and troll on someone. Does it have its fair share of imperfections? Sure. But there are so many other great qualities to the Fiverr platform. You know, for instance, right now I'm producing a video on creating 6 blogs, and you got to kiss a couple frogs to find your one prince. And out of the 6 so far, 2 of the gigs just were not doable. They just were not workable. And I'm just going to chalk it up to a loss, and I'm going to try to find that one prince that is going to write a really good blog post and be worth the money. And that's what I hope, that when I put these Fiverr videos together, where I curate some of these sellers, that you're able to kind of go, ooh, that's a good one. Oh, I want to go ahead and try that one out. So yeah, don't rest on that. And by the way, if you're a huge fan of Fiverr, hit me up, because I can actually get you in touch with the affiliate team. And not directly, but we can get you a part of the affiliate program. It's fantastic. Wayne Blinko, what's going on? Great to see you here, buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to see. I've got a few channel members hanging out. Come join the channel member crew, folks. Hit that join. There's more details inside the description down below. All right, next question, or next comment is John. This video, I think, will help a lot of people. Thank you for making it. The Paperwhite does do landscape mode, but it's not automatically sensing. Thanks, and God bless. I did not know that, actually. So very cool. I didn't see the landscape mode option, but that's good to know. Oops, come on, Dale, spell right. You can see I've got Pro Writing Aid and Grammarly shut off for this. John Cressman, he's been a subscriber for 6 months. Thank you so much, John. I appreciate it. That's really cool. As a new indie author, it's great to see how things can be turned around like that. I wish him and you the best success. And I'm just going to reply, thanks so much. The kind, or we're just going to say the kudos. So much easier. Stay tuned, since this is merely the pilot episode of Book Rescue. Now, in most instances, folks, you're going to see that the video is actually not called Book Rescue. I have put it inside the tags, hopefully help it become discoverable and such if you happen to be searching it online. And Thomas A. Bradley put it in there. So the reason I don't call it Book Rescue here on YouTube is it's just not discoverable. It doesn't paint an accurate story of what people can expect. So part of the reason why I title it different is so it's more discoverable, and it also creates more intrigue, and it's a bit more enticing and such. I'm here on this YouTube platform not to be second best. I'm here to be the best on the platform, and I can't simply do that by, well, I like Book Rescue, it's a great title. Until that's picked up by some network and such, I don't plan on, using it at all. Wayne Blinko, I saw you just retracted a message. I was getting ready to read it, buddy. Now I'm going to get paranoid. All right. Ridvan Akbay Film. Good info. Thank you, Dale. Glad it was helpful. And I always like to say, stay tuned for more. Yeah, we're going to leave the about symbol in there. And Francis Scott. Thomas is not only a fellow author, but I consider him a dear friend, even though we've met only through social media. I love reading his books, which always go deep into characters' psyches. Stories that are, in a word, unputdownable. Is unputdownable even a word? Laughing face. I've always believed his work should get more recognition. Can't think of anyone more deserving. I 100% agree. Thomas is, I've gotten to know Thomas over the last couple of years, and just even over these past, 6 months and such, I've gotten to know a quality human being in this man. He is just absolutely one of the most giving people in the entire world you'll meet, and I couldn't have asked for a better guest for the very first episode of Book Rescue. So I'm just going to go ahead and Thomas says, I so agree, and good friends, I'd like to think we all always support each other, and that means a lot to us struggling authors. Thanks for the kind words, Anne. Wanted to share the new covers with you a long time ago, but I was under gag orders until the video's release, and I'm so looking. Okay, I'm not really sure what he was going with on that one. She says, I know all about gag orders, LOL, Hardy. He didn't have gag orders. It was like, hey, man, if you can kind of keep a lid on this. Future episodes of Book Rescue, we are going to have people sign a non-disclosure agreement. That way we can keep it under wraps, because we're going to be doing like a bulk recording. We're going to get numerous guests onto the show and doing a lot of these at once. So some of these episodes, see, that one was recorded in December. We really we put this on the front burner and kind of expedited it. going forward, it's probably going to take upwards of about 6 months to a year before someone sees their actual episode. So it's kind of like what you see on network television for some of these reality shows. The reason being is we want to have a little bit of distance so we can track and measure some results and give some time to the author to actually digest what's going on, adjust, come back to us, so that way we can we have better results at the end of book rescue, and not just, simply like, hey, we gave you a bunch of free stuff, have fun. We want to make it all about making an impact in these different indie authors' lives, and I can't do that if I don't have more than, say, 30 days to get it done. And see, this one, we did fantastic. I was kind of like, whew, to actually get the results that we did in 30 days. It's really cool. Thomas is continuing to see his business, grow since this went. What's going on, Walter Wyburn? I see Ava popping into house. Ava, what's going on? I have a feeling it's going to become discoverable. Yes. Fiverr's good. What service is 100% perfect and pleases 100% of people? Yes. As you say, do your due diligence. Bad grammar is why I deleted the first message. Oh, you're good, man. You're good. Okay, so I'm just going to put a simple, reply. Thomas was the perfect first guest. He set the bar high. Stay tuned to the channel, since we'll be doing an entire season soon. Alrighty, and sadly people aren't going to be able to binge watch it until it's actually fully out. So, Walter Wyburn in the house. How's it going, buddy? Mabel Bridge, this is great, Dale. God bless you. Simple one to answer. Thank you. Thanks so much. Stay tuned to the channel, since we are going to produce a full season of book rescue. Alrighty, boom, there we go, done. Your only boy Yasser. This video is about to reset your Kindle Fire. It's about how to reset. Huh? It's a comparison video. Hi Dale, I have a question. Has changing your method of distribution from exclusive to non-exclusive and ACX generated more money for you? Yes. Yeah, he doesn't get a thumbs up. Thumbs up, heart on this one. I gotta remember to hit these thumbs up and hearts, because that really does help. Can you import your own audiobooks on a Kindle device? You can sideload ebooks. I don't know if you can sideload. Let's find out. Can you sideload audiobooks on Kindle? Oh, there we go. Other people looked it up. Ooh, okay. So I'm just going to say, I don't know, but I just Googled it, and it doesn't look we can. That'd be awful nice. I mean, if you own an audiobook, you should be able to sideload it, Mikey Argentina. Hi, Dale. Just wanted to tell you that the hardcover beta is now available on KDP. Were you invited? No, I wasn't. Stop rubbing it in, Mikey. I say that in jest. But seriously, stop rubbing it in. Oh, yeah? Well, you know what I've got? I've got standard color in beta. Do you have standard color in beta? I would love to see hardcover. I'm really elated to see them finally starting to test this out and roll it out to the KDP market. We've needed this for a long time. Getting the hardback is fantastic. I think it's a step in the right direction. I would love to eventually see, and I'm sure it'll be available, hardback with jacket. So that would be pretty cool. Sadly, no. But once it comes out, I absolutely will make a video about it. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about having that option available in KDP, and it's high time that they did that. By the way, Mikey, thank you so much for all your comments and support. That's really cool. If you happen to be watching this, you're the best. I really do appreciate all of your contributions. Nicholas Villanueva says, if I have an account as narrator just for ACX and do another as a publisher, can I do that? I am working for a while, but I'm very concerned. What? If I have an account as narrator just for ACX and another as publisher, can I do that? I'm working. ACX is a different beast altogether. I'm not entirely sure. Reach out to support@acx.com to be safe. There we go. Yeah, you get a thumbs up and a heart. That's a good question. I'm not really sure. I know you can't have two accounts in KDP, but having two accounts on ACX, he's got one as a narrator and he's got one as... it would seem like that would just be so messy. Like, why wouldn't you just put it all in one spot? This guy looks familiar to a digital marketer on YouTube. Huh? If you ever get the... Huh? You ever get that inside the comments? I have no clue what you're saying. And that's pretty bad considering I just went through and bless you, Nicholas. You're a sweetheart, I'm sure. But wow, I can tell English is definitely not your second language. So that was really hard to kind of piece together. But if I say, huh? Come on now. You got to dial in that comment just a little bit better. All right. You know what? Since Walter Wyburn's on the show, you know what I'm going to do? I'm putting on my Walter Wyburn pin. Yeah, there we go. The Late Show with Amy and Walter. You folks need to go take a look over at Walter Wyburn's channel. Go take a look at them. They're a good couple. Fleischman Media. Oh my gosh. Get out of town. Anthony, where the heck have you been? Yes, you can have a narrator account and rights holder account. Okay, cool. Thanks for the info. I've already commented. I could go back and fix it, but I think dude will find out when he gets a hold of them. But thanks, Anthony. I appreciate it. Now, a question for you, though, Anthony. Wouldn't it be easier just to have it all in like one account? Or is it too messy that way? Because I imagine maybe you've got different gigs. I don't know. See, I don't have a narrator's account, obviously. Great to see you, though, buddy. All right, these look like some story comments. All right, well, it looks like we have burned through all the comments today. So big shout out over to my ever faithful assistant, Ava Fails. Ava, you are a gem. Like, you make my life a lot easier. I just burned through all these. Let's go ahead. We're going to hit a refresh on the content to make sure that we get all the comments, because sometimes some comments will slip in while I'm commenting. Yeah, that's it. Let's look at Held for Review. All right, so, actually, Tex Holmes actually reached out to me. Seth, I'm going to go ahead and push this one through. Seth's actually a sweetheart. Seth, you happen to be watching this, man. Dude, you are a good dad. I mean, you're a great, fantastic dad. Honestly, go figure. It won't show me his comment. Come on now. Let's go ahead. Seth. Where are you at, Seth? Come on. Pull up his comment. Here we go. Okay. So he said, hi, Dale. I'm helping my daughter, 16-year-old, winky face. We put the ebook on KDP Select. Now for the paperback, is it better to go through Ingram Spark or Amazon? Do brick and mortar stores prefer one over the other? Can they buy at a wholesale price from either one? Is Ingram seen as friendlier to indie bookstores than Amazon? Now, I actually talked with Seth before, but I think this is a great one for me to go ahead and answer. So let me grab each one of these questions because they're all fantastic questions. Very loaded, and this is where my opinion is going to come into play. So don't always don't always take my opinion as the gospel truth, because it's just what I believe in. I will tell you what is fact and what is opinion based. So let's go ahead. Let's start it out with, first of all, is it better to go through Ingram Spark or Amazon for paperback books? In my opinion, newbies should always start with Amazon. Once you get your bearings, test out Ingram Spark. All right. Do brick and mortar stores prefer one over the other? Ingram Spark, hands down. B&M stores don't tend to look unfavorably. There we go. Unfavorably on Amazon. Can they buy a wholesale price from either one? Yes. I'll say both. Is Ingram seen as friendlier to indie bookstores? Yes. All right. Perfect. Yeah, I'd already spoke with Seth in depth via email and such. And, this is kind of this is going to be a general mention to everybody here. Let's see your response status. I haven't responded. Let's make sure that we get all those. Okay, great. So if you ever have questions, I don't have any issues. If you drop them inside the videos, it's fantastic, because what happens is you're publicly putting it out there, and I can answer it, and more people have that question answered there. From time to time, people will reach out to me via email, and Seth did, and fantastic. Seth dropped me a question in there, actually quite a few questions. I generally speaking will answer at least one question per email. I get some people, though, that think that I'm kind of like a consultant on demand. Like, I'm just going to go ahead and drop everything I'm doing. I get some people that get really just absolutely salty when I don't answer their questions or I don't accommodate them. It's no offense. I have over 45,000 subscribers here. I have nearly 5,000 group members on Facebook. I have over 2,200 followers on Twitter. I've got about 1,400 on Instagram. I've got nearly 1,000 over on Twitch. You see where I'm going with this? That I've built such a huge brand that it has a lot of attention, and part of that attention is getting chipped away one bit by bit by bit. It's Ling Chi, death by 1,000 cuts. It was an old, ancient torture technique in which a person was cut numerous times, and they would just literally bleed to death by these tiny little cuts throughout their body. And that's the issue, is not too many people realize it's not me trying to be a jerk if I don't answer your questions via email. It's saying hey, there's these other viable avenues. If you can say it publicly, that would help out. But if for some reason you need one-on-one attention, you gotta understand, I need compensation for my time. Okay, I have to pay my bills too. And every single time that I'm answering one of these emails, if I do one, okay, that's fine. But then I'm doing 3, 4, 5, 6 on a person. The problem is that takes away from my business. So can you imagine if you're at your job and I come in and I interrupt you numerous times? First time, you're probably going to be like, oh, what's up, Dale? How's it going? Second time, you're going to go, oh, you're still here. I've got work to do. Well, okay, cool. And then the third time, you're going to go, really? I have to do my job or I'm going to get fired. Same thing holds true. So please never personalize it. If I send you over to one of my videos or I send you to a group or on Discord, it's because I want to put you into a place to where I can help you and other people. Now, if there's personalized questions you need answered, I'm sorry. That's called consulting. That's coaching. You're going to have to invest in that time, because that's time that's taken away from my business. And then as my business is not being managed and I'm taking care of yours, I'm essentially trading a little bit of my time and attention and sometimes revenue over to your basket. And I'm a giving person, but at the end of the day, I can't do it to spite my own livelihood, my own lifestyle, the things that I've come to grow, build. And it slays me sometimes. Let me get on to another one here. And I know these are all the comments. We'll hit a refresh here in just a second. I want to bring up something. Here we go. Hang on. And I actually mentioned this little bit of this rant the other day on Twitter. If you happen to be following me on Twitter, you probably know what I'm talking about. I'm going to pull this up here. Alrighty. I'm looking. Here we go. So, I get emails from a lot of people wanting to essentially come on to my show and get interviewed. Now, I got to be straightforward with you. I usually say no. Now, do I discourage people from asking to come on the show? No, not by any stretch. If you want to ask, but please don't be offended when I say no. I am booked out one guest per week until the end of March. After March is done, I'm literally going to be taking a break from interviews. I'm just getting burnt out on it. It's a very real thing. A lot of people think that it's just like, oh, must be easy for you. No, it really is. It creates anxiety for me. A lot of these live broadcasts, especially the interview ones, it's a lot of time I got to put into it, between getting the metadata done, putting together show notes, bringing over the right guests. It's it's a lot of work. And so when a random stranger I've never heard of, now, if for some reason like a Mark Dawson or a Craig Martell reaches out to me, or a Joanna Penn reaches out to me, I know who they are. But when you are Joe Jabroni and I've never heard of you, okay, and you're just saying, let me come on your show without offering any kind of reciprocal type exchange, like, I'm not interested, and especially when your email's this long. So let me go ahead and I'm going to kind of blank out the names on this one here. And it was like, first of all, it was flagged as spam. So immediately I know this person did copy and pasted. Like they just copy and pasted stuff and they just found a bunch of creators and just blasted it out there. Don't do that. Don't do that. It drives YouTube video content creators and podcasters crazy because you just essentially are saying, I don't care about your show. I just want to come on your show, use your audience so I can become famous. That sucks. That really kind of gets it to where we as content creators feel like prostitutes, like we feel cheap. Like, hey, never mind the fact it took you 5 years to build to 45,000 subscribers. So at any rate, this gentleman, and he's got pretty much, let's see here, he just directly mails me. There's nobody CC'd in this. Hello there, Self-Publishing with Dale. Okay, first of all, my name is not Self-Publishing with Dale. The channel's called Self-Publishing with Dale. You're like, hey, what's up, Dale? That's great. So you strike number one. Don't identify me by my brand, okay? My name's Dale. My name is so-and-so. How are you doing today? I'm representing so-and-so with who I do remote work. Okay, awesome. So-and-so, blah, blah, blah. They give like a brief little background. They wrote this book. Okay, great. They're an author, visual artist, and small-time kombucha producer. Okay, great. I think it's kind of cool you included the kombucha producer. My wife would probably enjoy that. Any rate, with all that is going on in the world currently, it could potentially help some people. Okay, they feel their book's going to potentially help them. Okay, so I'm getting the sense that this person probably has some type of a self-help book. So they're feeling like this is going to be a good fit, but it's not. This is an audience of authors and self-publishers. Having somebody on that self-help is not going to be something people are going to tune in for. So immediately my brain goes, no. Sorry. It's just a fact. Now the book comes from a different perspective of everyday life and is an adult storybook based on various forms of energy. It brushes hearts and minds with quantum physics, traits of frequency and vibration, includes other fields of science too, truth, spirituality, and of course, beloved fiction resides within. Okay, so this is what's called creative nonfiction. They've done creative nonfiction underneath self-help. So VA, if you happen to be watching this, save yourself the trouble. It's called creative nonfiction. That's what it is. Whoever this book was written for, it will click for them and seeds of awakening may occur. Okay. That sentence right there just tells me that you don't know who your audience is. Okay? But by that, again, I'd already checked out. I'm like, self-help, no, it's not me. We don't need this for the show. Your channel seemed to be in alignment with that, and that is why I reached out. Your success by perseverance and development has given you staggering growth from your entrepreneurial mindset. What's the deal with the big words? I mean, I'm not impressed by the large words. And it seems like you're trying to stroke my ego, but in the same instance, you're stroking your own ego with this fluffed up sentence. Throw it out. Just be like, your channel looks like just exactly the type of thing that my book is going to be great. Your audience is going to love it for this. I don't care about stroking my ego. Tell me what you can bring to my audience. Okay? So, we seek for us. Oh, great. Here we go. We seek for us. Tells me like me. We seek for us all to make passive income and to inspire others with the given content. She's quite eager to partake in interviews and other ways of promotion. That's good to know. Lead with the promotion stuff first, because you already tuned me out. Like on all this me stuff and like stuff that just does not apply to my audience. Like, hey, if we came onto your show, we will promote it to the ends of the earth. And here's why you will find that this will work out. I've included for free the first 3 chapters of the ebook. Thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing from you with gratitude, so-and-so. And I didn't even download. Like, look, folks, don't send an attachment to someone that you don't know. Okay? That right there immediately screams like spam. So if you're an author and you're trying to reach out to somebody, don't send something to them ahead of time. Send the email. Would you like a sample chapter? I'd be happy to send it to you. Because I'm not going to open that up. I don't know you. I don't know what viruses you're going to be sending towards my direction. Sorry. It's the truth. Okay, so my answer, super simple. And see, my wife usually gets on me about this. She's like, you're way nicer than what you should be. Most instances, she says, just don't answer. Just leave it go. Throw it in the trash. Me, I like to be polite. I responded, no thank you. That's it. And it says, sincerely, my signature. This person responds back, tags or brings in and CCs the author. Okay, I thought helped anyone trying to be an author, but I guess the channel's misleading. Thanks for the politeness, though. I sorta suppose. Passive aggressive much? And then they realized, whoops, I just rage emailed this person and I didn't check my grammar. So they responded with thought you with an asterisk next to it. Dude, cover your kids' ears, because I'm going to say this right here. Cover your kids' ears. This is not family friendly. You done shit the bed, kid. You done screwed up. So this is my response. You might want to reassess your approach next time. Also, insulting me isn't doing you any favors. Take a look at how many authors I've helped over the years. I says over the year, which actually over the year, I'd say over the last year has been pretty incredible. I don't owe it to anyone to bring them onto my channel. Remember, it took me over 5 years to build this brand, while it took you 5 minutes to write an impersonalized email that got automatically flagged as spam. That would lead me to believe you just copied and pasted your email and sent it out to a mess of people. Be selective with your next words. Passive-aggressive attacks aren't a good look on you or your client. Oh my gosh. The client responds back. Instead of being, hey, look, so sorry, that probably wasn't the best response. This is a person writing a self-help book. They're teaching people how to help themselves. Yet this right here, this little aggressive response of WTH, this is the author now, by the way, not the assistant, meaning what the hell. After that response, I wouldn't want to be on his channel. I don't think the email's that bad. Maybe instead we could say, set up a time to chat to see if having me on would be a good fit. I don't know. Missing period. I do know people are easily triggered now, and no matter how the email is worded, will get triggered. No punctuation again, and I'm certainly open to rewording it. I have a feeling this author meant to respond to their assistant, but they sent it over to me. Check your assistant. That right there is garbage. If you are paying a virtual assistant for that type of professionalism and lack of tact, you are wasting your money. You're a self-help author. You of all people should have a better mindset, should have a better approach. Because right now you're a bull in a china shop and you're knocking over a bunch of china. And I hate to tell you, I know a lot of people in this business and friends with numerous people in this business. Do you really want to come over and piss on my cornflakes? Just going to put it out there. So, not going to say this person's name out loud. If you happen to be watching this, now you know. So in any event, yeah, there's my rant. You guys get me started on a rant. I had a rant yesterday on Twitch about something completely different. You have to go over to twitch.tv/self-publish. But in any event, let's go ahead and hit the refresh on the comments and see if there was any other comments that poured in after. And we will go from there. Let's go hit refresh. Walter says, Dale has helped me so much. I would not have a business without Dale. Thank you so much, Walter. I appreciate it. Yeah, unfortunately, you try to tell this VA and this author, they probably think I'm complete garbage. So tell it like it is. You know it, man. Yeah, you don't get this side of me too often, folks. Honestly, I'm a patient person. But, when you first of all come in and waste my time and you insult me, that's when I take umbrage. Preach, Dale. Yeah, you got it for sure. VA, yes. VA stands for virtual assistant. Yep. Oh, hey, by the way, folks, today's broadcast is brought to you in part and sponsored by the fine folks over at Author Brand Kits. Go take a look at how they can put together your website, your custom email. They'll do even like an email signature. It's pretty friggin' sweet. You will get email marketing set up as well as social media set up for you. It's all turnkey operation. There's so many things involved, and rather me telling you about each and every single one of those items, go over to Author Brand Kits at dalelinks.com/ABK today to get 25% off for a limited time. Folks, don't rest on this. If you have not had your author website set up yet, this is the place that you need to go to. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. Well, it looks like this is all of the comments, folks. So I do want to thank everybody for tuning in. I see there's 21 of you. Go figure, as I start to rant, a lot more people poured in. They're like, oh my gosh, they're grabbing the popcorn. They're like, oh man, I believe it or not, there's a side of me that I normally don't put into the regular videos. But every now and then I got to go full on Roberto Blake on some people. And if you don't know who Roberto Blake is, Roberto is a fantastic individual. Go check out his YouTube channel. He's got well over, I think, 500,000 subscribers, and he gives such great advice. But every now and then he goes on one of his rants. Woo! It's like you could literally see his camera set fire from his rants. And so when I got to go Roberto Blake, that's when I've just got to go ahead and pull off the filter, throw off the gloves, and go bare knuckles on some people. But the rest of you folks, honestly, sometimes these things come on in here, and I don't want to ever have that sour the relationship between me and you. I really do truly appreciate each and every single one of you that support. Whether you're watching a video, you're sharing it, you're hitting the like button, you're doing a subscribe, or even you're a channel member by clicking the join button down below or going to the description and hitting the link there. You can join the channel membership and join in on these live chats that are exclusive to you channel members. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Thank you so much to each and every single one of you. Have a wonderful weekend. Oh, hey, by the way, as this video wraps up, it's going to send you over to a video that I'm going to be having on Tuesday evening. Believe it or not, February 23rd is going to be the launch day for Julie Broad's upcoming book, Self-Publish and Succeed. You are going to want to tune in for this. When Julie and I get together, we're going to be broing out. I know for sure. The two of us, just fantastic friends. In fact, I'm actually wearing, not the button, that's Walter's. I'm wearing her hoodie right now for book launchers. Come join me on that evening. It's going to be a lot of fun. I always appreciate having her. So